Guys, Borrowed Love, the latest movie airing on Uchenna Obunabo's YouTube channel, is an ultimate bomb, an absolute phenomenal. But before I dive into the details, I'll first like to say, I beg. I don't agree with the end, because in my opinion, nothing can compare to First Love. Please. Anyways, guys, welcome back to another exciting episode of Hotspot with Love and Favor, your ultimate destination for the juiciest gossip, exclusive movie insights, and the latest celebrity updates. Please do well to subscribe to this channel by clicking on the subscribe button. Thank you for taking out a minute to do so. Love it here, and this episode is all about the review of the latest movie showing on Uchenna Bonabo's channel, Borrowed Love. Yes, guys. All right, guys, let's delve into the analysis of this movie proper. So, guys, Borrowed Love is indeed a movie, a cinematic gem. Uchenna Ubanabo continues to set new standards with each production, and Borrowed Love is no exception. It encapsulates everything you could ask for in a movie and more. From the captivating storyline to the compelling characters, it keeps you on the edge of your seat all through. And the way flashbacks were seamlessly woven into the story is a testament to the film's exceptional craftsmanship. It was nothing but top notch. And that is how to incorporate flashback into a movie. It adds layers of depth and intrigue, making the viewing experience truly unforgettable. Without a doubt, guys, Borrowed Love has earned its place as an absolute classic in the realm of YouTube movies. That movie is an absolute classic, guys. Now, guys, over to the major cast. Now, the major cast of the movie includes the likes of Maurice Sam playing the role of Lieutenant Deyemi, Miwa Olorunfemi playing the role of Elena, Lieutenant Deyemi's wife. We also have Chike Daniels playing the role of Jiggy or Godswill. Then we have Patricia Okusor playing the role of Mrs. Bankole, the lieutenant's mother, and Elena's loving mother-in-law. The opening scene of this movie presents a heart wrenching situation as Elena and her mother in law eagerly prepare the return of Elena's husband. The atmosphere is filled with anticipation as they set the dining table beautifully, with Elena's mother in law busy in the kitchen frying more chicken. When the doorbell rings and Elena rushes to greet her beloved husband, she is met by two soldiers bearing tragic news. They deliver a condolence message and present the uniforms and soldier materials of Captain Deyemi, Elena's husband, revealing that he has fallen in the battle. This devastating news shatters Elena and her mother in law, plunging them into deep grief and despair. Elena retreats into months of isolation and seclusion, holding on to the hope that one day, by some miracle, her husband, Captain Deyemi, will return home as he used to. During Elena's grief stricken moments and clinging onto hope, the film incorporates flashbacks depicting how she encountered her husband while wandering the streets in despair, having been abandoned and sent away by her aunt as a helpless orphan. Lieutenant Deyemi showed her kindness by offering her a home and eventually falling deeply in love with her, leading to their marriage. Their relationship was a beautiful one and loving one until the devastating news of his sudden death shattered their world. Overwhelmed by the pain, Elena reaches a breaking point and attempts to take her own life, but her mother in law intervenes just in time, finding her and rushing her to the hospital for help. After 19 months had passed, Elena remained a mere shadow of her former self. She neglected her well being, lacked motivation to embrace life fully, and confined herself indoors, neglecting totally her appearance. It wasn't until her mother in law intervened that she began to emerge from her state. Her mother in law urged her to groom herself again and look presentable in order to attract potential suitors. Through her mother in law's efforts, Elena met various men from different backgrounds, but none captured her interest except for the driver, Jiggy, who the mother in law had employed to drive her around. Jiggy had lost his job 19 months ago and had taken the temporary role as Elena's driver. As her driver, Jiggy exhibited love, care, and tenderness reminiscent of Elena's late husband. His qualities and demeanor reminded Elena of her beloved husband, leading her to develop feelings for him. It seemed as though she saw her husband reflected in Jiggy, sparking a deep connection of love between them. Despite her initial disappointment, Elena's mother in law ultimately lent her support when Elena falls in love with her driver, Jiggy. Months later, Elena and Jiggy get married, and soon after, Elena discovers she is pregnant. However, their happiness is interrupted when Captain DME unexpectedly returns. He refuses to accept the reality of Elena being married and is determined to fight for her, unwilling to let her go. However, his determination wanes when he learns that Elena is already pregnant, realizing that she has indeed moved on with her new husband. So, guys, it happened that on the battlefield in Liberia, Demi had suffered a heavy hit on the head after a bomb blast that left him unconscious. When he eventually regained consciousness, he suffered from amnesia, that is, loss of memory, for a period of 16 months before his memory returned. Ultimately, Demi makes the difficult decision to relinquish Elena to Jiggy upon discovering her pregnancy. Now, guys, this is a very beautiful and captivating story, no doubt. I loved every bit of it, and I found myself deeply invested in the characters' journeys. Now, while Jiggy undoubtedly displayed immense love and care for Elena, my heart couldn't help but lean towards Demi. Demi's love for Elena was so pure and unwavering. As I reflect on the story, guys, I can't help but resonate with the sentiment that nothing quite compares to first love. If I were in Elena's shoe, although it is a scenario I hope I will never encounter in my life, I would prioritize the deep connection and history shared with my first husband, the one whom I nearly lost my life over upon hearing his supposed demise. Pregnancy or not, that enduring bond would draw me back to him. Besides, the fact that he is alive and healthy makes the second marriage null and void. Moreover, Elena's initial attraction to Jiggy stemmed from his actions, mirroring those of Demi, which emphasizes the profound impact her first husband had on her life. So, guys, regardless of the circumstances, it seems inevitable that Demi would have remained the one for Elena. Sorry, Jiggy, for me, Demi would have remained the way to go, man. He would have. Well, guys, it seems like the filmmakers cleverly anticipated viewers' expectations and deliberately subverted them to create a surprising twist in the storyline. While many of us may have assumed that Elena would ultimately choose Demi due to their deep rooted connection and history, the filmmakers decided to take a different route, perhaps to keep us on the edge of our seats and challenge our assumptions. This unexpected turn of events adds layers of complexity to the story and keeps the audience fully engaged throughout the film. So, my fellow movie enthusiasts, Borrowed Love is definitely a film worth watching. So, if you haven't seen it already, I highly recommend that you grab some popcorn, settle in, and immerse yourself in the captivating story. And for those who have seen the movie already, why not share your thoughts and opinions about the movie in the comment section below? Let's continue the discussion and exchange our views on this compelling cinematic experience. Thank you all for clicking my videos to watch. Once more, please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do well to subscribe by clicking on the subscribe button. Also, click on the post notification bell to get notified whenever I post new videos. See you all in the next episode. And please do not forget to support this channel by liking and sharing. See you all in the next episode.